I'm literally in my pajamas. Hey guys, it's Olivia and I'm back with another video. So, something that you may or may not have noticed about me, mainly because my arms and such are never really in frame. Like, this is my typical framing when I film a video. And also, I tend to be wearing like a longer cut t-shirt or like a long sleeve or a sweater or something of the sort. So you may not have noticed this, but if I go on my tippy toes here, you can see that I have dark marks on both of my arms and on my chest. And that is from acne that I had years ago. I had acne from the age of like 12 to maybe 14. And so these are just scars from then. So I don't have acne anymore. Like, I'll get a pimple here and there. I don't have perfect skin by any means, but these have been left over for the last however many years. And so it's not something that really bothers me. Like, as I said in my videos, I typically wear long sleeves, but it's not because I'm trying to hide it. It's because I live in Canada and it's freezing. Not right now because it's like spring, but it's typically cooler. Therefore, for a large percentage of the year, I'm wearing a long sleeve, so no one would ever know. But it's not something that I'm insecure about. Like, I'm an athlete and I will wear like shirts like this while I'm working out, or even when I go to compete, our uniform is a singlet, which is a tank top, and my arms are showing and it doesn't bother me. So it's not something that bothers me. It's not something I'm insecure about. It's just something that happens to be there. And so basically, a couple days ago, I was on YouTube. Not only do I make videos, but I also watch videos. And so I went to my homepage, and then there was a video about a turmeric mask or turmeric mask. I don't know if I'm saying that properly, but turmeric, that is the word that I'm going to go with. Turmeric is like a spice, and if you turn it into a paste, then you can make a mask out of it. And apparently it is very good for clearing up dark marks. And so I've seen a lot of people make these videos and it has worked for them, but every video I saw, people were applying it to their face, and I wanted to know if it would work for your body, because I know that you have like different types of skin on different parts of your body, like how you have body lotion and hand lotion and face lotion, right? Like, I remember once I put body lotion on my face and my face was like, whoa, what are you doing? So just because something works on your face doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work on your body, because you have different types of skin in different places. But I'm wondering, is the reason why nobody uses this mask on their body because it doesn't work? Or is it just that people typically think of face masks and not body masks, therefore that's why there's not a video on it? I don't know, but here I am. I'm gonna make a video on it. So basically, today is the 1st of June, and for every day this month, for the next 30 days, every single day in June, I'm gonna make a turmeric mask, and I am going to put it on my arms and my chest and see if it works to clear up some of these acne scars, or at least make them lighter. It might work, it might not, but that's what we're going to discover over the next 30 days. Okay, so I am in my bathroom, and yes, I am in a bikini top, but that's because I need to be able to access all my skin, but I also need to cover some skin. So this was my solution, and I just figured that if people can wear bikinis in public, then I should be able to wear a bikini in my own bathroom. So hopefully this video doesn't get flagged. But here I am in my bathroom, because this is where I will be making my contraption of this mask. There are many ways to make this mask, but I'm just gonna do it a very simple and free way. So the turmeric obviously costs money, but guess what? I just so happen to have some in my cabinet, but it actually has the price tag on it. I don't know if you can see that. So it costs $3.39. So it's cheap if you don't have it, but I happened to have it. And my other ingredient to turn this powder into a paste is going to be water. So I don't know the exact equation of how much of what I should add, so I'm just gonna guess. So I have this plastic container that I'm going to mix my contraption in. So I'll open this up. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna take, because I need to cover a lot of my body, but to start, I'm just gonna start with 2 tablespoons, about that much. So 2 of those, or maybe like 1.5, because this looks like a lot. So 1.5, here's my half. And then let me see how many tablespoons of water. So here's the sink. It's not in frame, but you can hear it. So 1, 2. So I put 1.5 tablespoons of turmeric and 2 tablespoons of water, and that's still very dry. So I'm going to put more water in. So now I've put a total of 4 tablespoons of water in, and just gonna mix that up. So now I have this paste, and I think that that's good. I don't want it to be too runny because I'm actually gonna wear this for a full hour. So I don't wanna be dripping all over my house. So this to me is a good texture. So now that we have mixed that together, I wanna start with clean skin. So what I was originally going to do was I was going to take a shower and then do this. But then I'm like, how am I supposed to get this off? So I'm gonna shower to take off the mask that I'm gonna put on my body, and I'm not gonna shower twice in 1 hour. Therefore, I'm just gonna do a quick cleaning, not in the shower. So I'm just gonna grab some paper towel and wet it and get some soap. I'm literally taking a sink shower, but oh well, what you gonna do? Get some soap, and I just wanna apply it to clean skin. So here is my sink shower. I never thought I'd be taking a sink shower on the internet. That's if I even decide to post this, because I don't know. And then I will take a different piece of paper towel, put just water on it, no soap, and wash it off. And there we go. So I'm cleaner than I was before. And so I am just going to use my hands and apply this to my body. Okay, so now I've applied it to my body. It's a little messy. There's a little on the floor that I will clean up. And so this is what my hands look like now. I'll be washing my hands. But yes, so all of the spots that I've covered, maybe a little more needs to be covered, but all the spots that I've covered are all the spots where I have acne scars, which is a fair bit of my upper body, but that's okay. So Yes, this is what it looks like. I'm going to wait for it to dry, and I'm going to wait for a full hour. So, first things first, let me just get off a little bit of this with a paper towel. See, this is very yellow. And then I'm gonna get my phone. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna stain my phone yellow. So it is currently June 1st and it is 10:30 p.m. And I'm just gonna set a timer for 1 hour. And that's how long we are going to leave this on for. Okay, so it is an hour later. It's 11:32 on June 1st. Day 1 of the turmeric mask, and this is what it looks like. Looks pretty much the same, maybe a little less yellow because it is dry. It is completely dry when I touch it. Nothing comes off on my hands. And so yeah, I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like when it's dry. It got dry after about 15 minutes, but I said that I was going to leave it on for an hour, so I did. And so this is what it looks like after it's dry. And now I am going to hop in the shower and wash it off. One thing I should mention is when I first put it on, it did sting a little bit, but for like 2 seconds. So it wasn't bad. Also, I do have some left over, so I will be using this tomorrow. So basically, the amounts that I put together, I put 1.5 tablespoons of turmeric, and then I put 4 tablespoons of water, and I believe that this is enough to last for 2 days. So yeah, I'm not gonna have to make this every single day. I might have to make it every 2 days. I don't think I'm gonna make it on camera every single day because you've already seen me make it, so you don't need that kind of repetitive footage. But yeah, so I just wanted to let you know that the amounts that I used is good for 2 days. And so yeah, so I'm just going to keep the leftover in the fridge since this is food. I don't know if it will spoil, so I'm just gonna leave it in the fridge overnight, and that is how I will preserve it for tomorrow. So now I'm gonna hop in the shower. Not gonna film that part. I'm gonna hop in the shower and wash this off. I'm not expecting immediate results, but I will show you what my skin looks like after day 1. So I just got out of the shower and my skin looks the same as I expected. Still have the dark marks, but then again, it has only been 1 day. We still have 29 more days of this. My hair is different than it was at the beginning of this video. So now it is 15 days later. I have been wearing the turmeric mask for an hour every single day for 15 days, and I just kind of want to give you an update. So this is what my skin looks like right now. You can still see the dark spots. However, I would say that one thing that's different is, one thing I've noticed, the parts of my skin that are dark, they've been like scabbing over and like turning into dead skin, and then I've been like scratching it off. So while the marks are still there, I think that what the turmeric mask is doing is drying out those specific spots, and then you scratch off that layer of skin, which then makes it lighter. So is it noticeable yet? I don't know. I feel like my skin actually might look worse now than it did before because now I have cuts on my arms, but I'm assuming that when said cuts heal, it will look better. I don't know. We still have 15 more days to go. I also want to make mention of a few things, a few tips, or a few things to look out for if you try to do this yourself. So one thing that I want to say is at the beginning of the video, I made a mixture of 1.5 tablespoons of turmeric and 4 tablespoons of water. And I said that that might be able to last for 2 days. That has actually been lasting me between 4 and 6 days. I guess it depends on how much you put on. Like maybe some days I used a thicker layer than other days. So the first batch I made lasted me 4 days, and the second batch I made lasted me 6 days. So I would say anywhere between 4 and 6 days. And like obviously if you were only doing it on your face, well then the surface area of your face is less than your arms and chest, so it would actually last you longer. So a little goes a long way. Another thing that I want to mention is at the beginning, I said how it burned a little bit, not too much to the point where I had to take it off early, but it did burn a little bit. Another thing I said was that I was going to leave it in the fridge overnight to kind of preserve it because it is food and I don't know if it would expire if I just left it out, right? Well, one thing I noticed after day 2 was taking it out of the fridge and then putting it on my skin. It didn't burn, probably because it was cold. So if you have sensitive skin, like I'm not a dermatologist, so I can't say this for sure, but from my experience, maybe if you have sensitive skin or maybe if it burns you a little bit and you don't want to feel burning, try putting it in the fridge and then putting it on, because then the coolness of it makes it not burn. So that's another thing that I've noticed. Another thing that I want to mention is everything will stain. Everything. Like I purposely didn't cut my nails this whole time so that I could show you what my nails look like. Right now, they're not really yellow because the last time I applied it was 24 hours ago. Today is actually the 16th of June. So but I have only applied it 15 times. I'm about to do it the 16th time right after I finish filming this. So yes, so the last time that I applied this was yesterday night. So it has since kind of gone away, but I'll insert a clip of what it looks like right as you like finish applying it, and your nails are very yellow, and that lasts for about 24 hours. So let's say I do it at 11 o'clock at night and then I wake up at 9 o'clock the next morning for school. My nails are still yellow. When I go to school, my nails are still yellow. For the whole day that I'm at school, my nails are still yellow until 11 o'clock the next night, but then I'm doing it again the next night. So basically my nails are yellow 100% of the time. So if you got your nails did, I recommend wearing gloves. Or like what I'm about to do after I finish filming this is I'm going to cut my nails. The only reason I didn't is so that I could show you what it looks like. So yeah, keep your nails short so that you like the white part of your nail doesn't show up yellow and kind of gross. Also, it will literally stain everything. Like around my sink is yellow. Even my phone case. Look at this. I don't know if you can see, but it's like tinted yellow. And even my pop sockets have been tinted yellow. Some of my clothes are tinted yellow. It comes out in the wash, but like I'm not gonna throw my phone case in the wash, you know what I mean? But like for clothes that might get a little dirty, like if you're just like wearing like pajama shorts or something while you're applying it, it does come out in the wash. You don't have to worry about that. So it doesn't stain it, as in it will never come out, but until you do some vigorous scrubbing, it will still be there. Another tip that I want to let you guys know about. So you know how at the beginning, how I just like use some paper towel and like clean my skin before I put it on? I wouldn't recommend doing that to take it off. Like, don't like wet a rag or a towel or a paper towel or something and just wipe it off, because your skin will get stained yellow. What I recommend doing, if you have a shower brush, like get in the shower, put on some soap, and like scrub with the brush. Like, because even when you do that, you will see how yellow your shower brush gets, because it's like deep in your skin. So literally right as you step into the shower and the water hits you, your skin is going to go back to its normal color. But trust me, that turmeric is still on your skin. If you exfoliate and then you look at the object that you just used to exfoliate with, it will be yellow. So it's like deep in your skin, and trust me, you want to exfoliate this off every single day. So that's what I've been doing. So that's why my skin wasn't tinted yellow. But there was one night where I just tried to wipe it off and my skin was legit yellow. That's not going to work. Exfoliate it off, because you need to get deep, because turmeric stains. Another thing I want to mention is my skin feels so much smoother than before I started this. So let's say that it doesn't work, which I'm not saying that it won't, like we're only halfway, but let's say it doesn't. I still achieved something. I achieved smoother skin. And another thing, I haven't looked at the first pictures in a while. I haven't looked at them in 15 days since I took them. But I believe that I had some dark marks here, and those ones are gone. So it is doing some work. Maybe we won't get rid of all of them in 30 days, but maybe some. So that's just a few things that I wanted to let you guys know and just show you a little bit of an update of what my skin looks like. I wouldn't say it looks better. Maybe it looks slightly worse. I don't know. I'll have to look at the footage later to see how it appears on camera. But I would say that my arms have some cuts on them, but they are the spots where the dark spots were. And I've since like scratched off dead skin from those spots. So I'm assuming if you take off that layer of skin that's darker, then it should heal lighter. I don't know. We'll find out. But once again, we still have 15 more days. And don't worry, I'll fast forward through it like I did the first 15 days. Okay, so today is July 6th. I meant to film this however many days ago, but that didn't work out. But this is the conclusion to the video. We're gonna see what the turmeric mask did after having worn it every single day from June 1st to June 30th, 30 consecutive days, 30 separate hours of wearing this mask. What does my skin look like now? Well, as you can see, I still have the dark marks on my skin. And are they lighter? Honestly, I don't know. Like, I'll have to go through the footage. You can be the judge. Let me know down below. Does my skin look better? Yes or no? I won't be offended if you say no. As I said, this was just a test. I've seen a lot of people online do it, but they did it primarily on their face. And I just wanted to know if it would work if you tried it on a different part of your body, because as I said at the very beginning of this video, you have different types of skin on different parts of your body. That's why you have body lotion and hand lotion and face lotion. And so I didn't know if people only used this on their face because it would only work on your face, or if nobody had ever thought to try it on their body. So this was really just a test, and then if it had worked, that would have been a bonus. So one thing I will say, and I said this in like the middle segment, I believe that I had marks here and those marks are gone. So it did work. And I believe that they're lighter. Yes, they're still noticeable. Yes, if I wear a tank top, people may or may not take notice, even though I don't know why people would be so focused on that. Like, when I see someone wearing a tank top, I'm not like, hey, let me examine your arms. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, it could still be noticeable, and that's fine, because as I said, it's not something that really bothers me, and no one has ever pointed it out to me before. But yeah, so is it still noticeable? Yes. Has the turmeric mask gotten rid of some dark marks? Yes, around here. Has it made some of them lighter? That is for you to determine in the comments down below, but it has definitely made my skin softer, and that could be a combination of the turmeric mask and exfoliating, because as I said, you really need to like use a shower brush or something to get it off so that your skin doesn't stain yellow after doing it for a couple of days. So it could be a mixture of the two, but after the 30 days my arms definitely felt softer, so that's a bonus. So I still did get something out of it. So do I recommend trying this? Yes, because if it doesn't work, you don't lose anything. Like, you lost the $3 that you spent on turmeric, and then you used water. And yes, I know that there are other ways to make this mask. Some people add honey, some people add like sugar or like oatmeal for like an exfoliant. So I know that there's other ways to make it. Maybe the way I made it, like just adding the water, is the reason why it didn't work. I don't know. Maybe there's a different ingredients combination that would have worked better. I'm not sure. If you know of a better ingredients combination, let me know down below. But yeah, so if you're thinking of trying this, I think you definitely should, because if it doesn't work, you were just out $3, because I showed you at the beginning, it costed like $3.39 or something like that. So you're really only out $3, plus your skin will get smoother. So even if it doesn't get lighter, it will get smoother, which is still a benefit. So yeah, I recommend trying it because it doesn't hurt to try, and it literally, applying it takes between 2 and 4 minutes. Like, when, like, you saw the speed sequence, but like when I'm editing and I'm looking at the length of the actual clip, some clips were 2 minutes and some clips were 4 minutes, and then I like sped them up to make them the same length. So yeah, it literally takes 2 minutes to apply. So you're gonna take 2 minutes out of your day and then leave it on for an hour. Like, I did it at night, so I would do it like an hour before I went to sleep. So it's not like you're gonna put it on during the day and it's like, oh, your friend's gonna call you to go out and you can't because your skin is yellow. Like, you know what I mean? So you're not really gonna lose anything. You're not gonna lose much time. You're gonna lose $3. And I'm saying lose as if it doesn't work. If it does, then you didn't lose anything. So I definitely recommend trying it because it's a cheap solution, and it did work on certain places. So yeah, I recommend it. And yeah, that's my end result. Not perfectly smooth, same colored, true tone skin, but that's okay, because as I said, this was just a test. So I know that this was a very long video, but I hope it was either informative or entertaining. I know that I watched a bunch of these videos before I decided to try it myself, so maybe you're just on a turmeric mask binge and you stumbled upon this video. I don't know, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you think your friends will enjoy it, be sure to share it with them. All my social media links will be down below in case you want to follow me on there. Be sure to subscribe to my channel because I make new videos every Monday, and I'll see you next Monday with a new video.